Well, howdy everybody. Well, if you're like me, you just went out and got one of these guys, which is a German sports gun. But what's inside, you might ask? Well, aren't you in luck that I just so happen to want to show you? And it's no guess, but because this is the GSG 1911 California edition, unfortunately, review. It's a beautiful little gun. It's really nice. Now, it doesn't come with an extra clip. I had to buy one. The extra magazine is like 30 bucks, which is kind of pretty damn expensive. First things first, before we even touch this gun, we want to validate two things. We want to make sure it is unloaded by checking the look inside. I see no bullet inside. Okay, no bullet in the magazine. Flip it forward and point it in the safe direction and shoot. This thing does have, I did buy another clip, so that's why you see two clips. We just got done cleaning this guy after I went to the range. The range, I was there and did 525 rounds today, which is pretty damn nice if you have to be honest about going shooting on a budget. I was, pretty damn impressed. So as you can see, the 1911 GSG, it's not an actual 1911 because as you can see right here, that's right, 22 barrel. This gun is actually a 22 pistol, but looks exactly like a 1911, the same frame, same style, same looks. Nobody can tell that this is anything other than a 1911 when you're shooting it, other than when they hear it, obviously, and you don't hear thud, 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 thud. That's not the best 1911 impersonation in the world. But I will say this, there is a ton of writing all over this gun. So, I mean, it's like, could you read the manual before use? Rochester, New York, DA blah 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 blah, the code. The made in Germany, California, blah 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 blah. And then on the other side, what does it say? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Just lots of crap. It's like, you know, I bought the gun. I know that it's a GSG, whatever the hell company that is, which is an importer. It's a German gun, so obviously German sports gun. In the 1911 style, it shoots 22. Great, thanks. That would have been spectacular, but all this crap on the end. Anyway, same operations as any 1911, so you do have your thumb safety right here, right? So, boom, you're good to go. Slide locks in the same place as we were just demonstrating. Magazine release right there. Can be ambidextrous. You could switch around the other side if you're a lefty, but considering most people shoot with the right, it's no big deal. Magazine is a dinky little guy. It's a 10 shot, at least here in California. It's a 10 shot for me. 10 shot rounds. It's kind of nice. You just pull down these little plunger things on the side. You can load your rounds really easy. I was doing that a lot. My fingers are freaking hurting like crazy. If you popped in this, you just have to make sure when you pop in your mag that it's seated all the way, which is pretty easy. So it'll kind of stop up a little bit. There it is. And you're here for wait for the click. But as long as you point it up, there it goes. As long as you just treat it nicely, the nice part is you press the magazine release, the magazine comes flying out, which is really nice. But when you're trying to put it in, it'll just kind of hold up. So just give her a pop on the bottom, slide her forward, and bam. No worries. As you can see, this thing does have a couple safeties on it, just like any 1911. Grip safety, okay? So while the gun is cocked, grip safety has to be depressed in order for the gun to fire. This safety can be on, and then nothing will happen. You turn the safety on, but if you don't have the grip thing done, nothing happens. Put the grip on there, then it works. So this is a single, I believe it's a single action semi-automatic. So you can just keep plop, 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 and as it ejects the cases, it'll do this. Obviously, last one pops, holds the receiver open like that. Look in, see if everything's cool, pop in, pop it out, and rock and roll. Now, I shot this thing tonight 525 times on its initial outing. It still had all the factory grease and all the factory crap in it, but I didn't care because I knew I was going to clean it anyway, but I figured if I'm going to clean it, might as well shoot this thing. So a 525 rounds. Yeah, 525 rounds. I loaded one of these 53 times. Well, this one 26, probably the other one, you know what I mean. You get the point. Hell of a lot I put through this tonight. There were only 3 misfires I got, and that was because of crap rounds. The rounds were the bullet was too far out, so it was jamming up inside. It was jamming up inside here, but easy fix. Magazine out, rake it, pops out, good to go. And it was spectacular. It shot great, as you can see from this video right here. It shot very nice. I was very impressed by the action and the feel of it. It did have a tendency to go to the right slightly, but I think that's more on the shooter than it is on the gun. I just need to work on my form a bit. Would I recommend this for first-time buyer? Yes. Would I recommend this for the third-time buyer? Yes. It is a very fun, very nice-looking .22 pistol. So you don't have to worry about going to the range and looking like a dork because you don't want to spend 40 to 50 cents a shot, which I couldn't imagine most folks wanting to do nowadays. This was ridiculous. So I had a buddy, well, it wasn't a buddy, this is some dude shooting next to me at the range who was shooting his 1911, his real 1911, and he maybe shot 40, 50, 60 rounds. So I asked him, I said, so how much did that ball ammo set you back? He said, yeah, you know, like 25, 30 bucks. Okay, all right, 25, 30 bucks, and you got 60 shots. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that I just shot through 500 times. And this is what the target looked like after. 525 times, no problems, shot perfectly. I could double tap, triple tap, and just let this thing go crazy. I would recommend using high power or Magnum .22 long rifle with this thing. Do not use low power stuff or the crap bulk stuff. You can get good bulk stuff, but make sure to get CCI brand because it will just chew through this. I used a CCI Blazer .22 long rifle in this. Worked great. Picked that up at Big 5 Sports for like 16 bucks, 15 bucks. And that was what I shot tonight, which is the 525 rounds. And I'm very impressed. I thought it was very nice. Feel is great. The weight is damn near the same as a regular 1911. And the best part is 80% of the parts actually can be swapped in. So if I want, I can have a 1911 trigger. I could have a 1911 slide, recoil slide rail. I can get that in full metal. This is a metal one, but is it? Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. I can get a barrel bushing and get that in any color I want. The only one part that I can't do is this part right here. If you can see that part, there's a little seam. What that is on anything other than the California version, you could just unscrew that, and then you have a threaded barrel. And then you could put on a suppressor. So could you see this thing with a suppressor? How sick would that thing be? So in California, this is welded. So I cannot use any kind of thing on there, because if you use a threaded barrel, it turns into a nasty weapon. Ooh. That's what's up with that. And you have to seat a magazine in order for the gun to depress, so you can't dry fire without the magazine, which can kind of be a pain in the ass if you're trying to just clean it or mess with it. As for recommendation, .22 long rifle pistol, very nice. I picked this thing up for 370 bucks, and after the 10-day wait list, which was today, I went crazy and loved the hell out of it. So I recommend this to anybody. If you want to see more of these reviews on this kind of thing, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought, what your impressions are. And if you're interested in getting one of these guys, go for it. Go grab yourself up one of these GSG 1911s, guys. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.